Wow, this was really, really good. It's a relatively simple story, but the way this film delivered it was just absolutely amazing. It was emotional and intriguing right off the hop. That cinematography was so wonderful. I love the visuals, the lighting and the colors really created this mood and set the tone for the story, and you just wanted to find out more right away. And then the sound effects and the music layered on top of that just put you right into the lead's mindset. Like you could feel the agitation and the guilt that he was feeling. And I loved how subtly everything shifts when Adonai's introduced. Like it was all so good and it complemented the actor's performance really, really well. I couldn't believe how emotionally invested I was in this character's story after just 3 minutes. So hats off to everybody involved in this piece. You just created something really amazing, and I'm probably gonna go watch it a few more times.
I really liked Adonai. Adonai was probably one of my favorite short films I've seen in a while, yo. I really liked the subtle differences in the lighting, specifically when we go from the beginning to when she comes in and the lighting changes and she literally brightens up his life. I like that. I also like, I don't know, it's something, it spoke to me like somebody like coming into your life is one way, somebody comes in and like brightens it up and makes it better in ways that you never even thought possible. I think that's a good theme for short films and for films to explore, and I like seeing it here. um and overall, I really like the lighting and the cinematography, and also the acting. Both performers were really good, and yeah, it was really great. Really well done.
The short film Adonai started off with incredibly high stakes as we think that this individual is about to end his life. And then it pulls us out of that through Adonai knocking on the door. And she seems to be this just sort of warm, charming, magical person. But I think the sort of real beauty and surprise of this film is the insinuation that perhaps she is much more than even a human being and could possibly be something like an angel, or perhaps even a figment of this individual's imagination. But either way, she serves such a greater and higher purpose in his life in this moment, in saving his life. And I thought that that was a beautiful thing to watch.
I thought this was a fantastic piece. What a strong start, strong finish, and honestly, everything in between was pretty strong too. It just had this quality that just brought you in right away, absolutely engaging. Um, the cinematography was fantastic too, great lighting and color gave it this absolutely polished cinematic quality. And yeah, the story and the performances were also top notch. It's honestly all things come together here really well and just make a thoroughly engaging piece.
Adonai was such a special film. Wow. Incredible acting from both actors. Um, and just it's that divine intervention coming in at just in the just in the nick of time, right when you think that you're about to give up. Um, Miracles can happen, and I loved that this was in the form of this, bubbly outgoing, extroverted girl who was at a party two doors down and needed to use the bathroom, or at least that was the guise that this I'll call her an angel used, and yeah, it was a really interesting dynamic and getting to see like who is this girl? What is she doing? She's making herself extremely comfortable in this man's home. I thought she was at a party. And just trying to figure out what was going on. And then even at the end when she was giving these like these oracle messages, he's like, wait, is that the Matrix? So there was really this nice play of like, is it divine or is it movie quotes? So yeah, I thought it was really, really, really well done. The story was just like plotted out in um, a way that really makes sense for the story and helped tell it in a way that was not cheesy, but actually just kind of leaves you with like a really good feeling of possibilities and faith and like who knows what else is out there. So I really, really enjoyed this. Very creative concept.
This is so moving. It feels so spiritual. It's totally emotional and even miraculous. So it has a lovely story with great performers. You know the background and you are totally feeling for this character. You're also happy with how things are moving on and how everything is developing, and you're rooting for him uh, to see things differently. And you can see him develop this new view or perspective, and then getting this amazing news. And it's just this mystical approach. It was very well done, sensible, and yeah, you can believe in miracles.